Have you developed a view on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? And what is BlackRock doing about them?
We created provider Aladdin, which is really a blockchain between us and the clients.
But that's the underlying technology.
But it's a private blockchain, okay? But most importantly, what I think about most of these cryptocurrencies, it just identifies how much money laundering there is being done in the world.
I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality.
Is it time yet for BlackRock to either trade in digital assets or digital virtual currencies, if you prefer, or to create a product for your clients?
We're not hearing any demand from any of our clients. We're not hearing clients saying we want to use this as an asset class. No.
We are hearing from clients around the world about the need for crypto. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
So CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, has been changing up his stance on crypto recently, and Coinbase reveals a massive $48 trillion opportunity amidst Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price pump that we're going to be talking about in this video. We're getting into Coinbase as well too. On the stock market, we're talking about a market analyst seeing XRP quickly hitting $1.35 as 100 million plus OI enters the XRP market in a day. What does that mean? How will that affect XRP's price over the short term and the long term? And if you were to wake up just one day and to see XRP's price on Coinbase at $22.54, what would be your reaction? These price glitches have been happening nonstop on these exchanges. Are these just glitches, or are they testing the actual true price of XRP? I'll let you guys decide that in the comments below. So we have a lot to break down in this video, specifically what the IMF has to say with the art of talking about XRP without actually talking about it, the XRP to the US dollar price chart, BlackRock filing a spot Ethereum ETF with the SEC. What does that mean for Ethereum? We're breaking down Ethereum to the US dollar price chart in comparison to the past on where we could be. Talking about Bitcoin, USDT's market cap dominance, and also when the ISO 20022 standard is planning on going live with the European Central Bank's November deployment schedule, and what you can do to prepare before crypto goes absolutely parabolic. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed, comment 777 if you're feeling bullish, and if you're gonna become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. You have to take your putter, go into your garage right now, grab the best putter that you got, that you golf on scramble weekends, with the boys. Take that, grab the like button and just tap it in, give it a tibbity taparoo, sink the putt. We're doing it for grandma. We're beating the SEC, and we're buying grandma's house back with XRP. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So when we talk about BlackRock ETF filing for Bitcoin and Ethereum, well, Coinbase was selected by BlackRock, providing Aladdin clients access to crypto trading custody via Coinbase Prime. So this is massive because Coinbase partnering with BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, to provide institutional clients of Aladdin, well, which is BlackRock's end-to-end investment management platform that you heard Larry Fink just mention.
But it's a private blockchain, okay?
With direct access to crypto, it's going to start with Bitcoin through connectivity with Coinbase Prime. And Coinbase Prime will provide crypto trading, custody, prime brokerage, and reporting capabilities to Aladdin's institutional client base, who are also clients of Coinbase too. So with them adding advanced agency training with custody, prime financing, staking, this will be a full service platform to access crypto markets at scale for institutional investors, hedge funds, asset allocators, financial institutions, corporate treasuries, and other massive institutions. And so not only did Larry Fink change up from 2017, and now he's saying that they're seeing massive interest, but our institutional clients are increasingly interested in gaining exposure to digital asset markets and are focused on how to effectively manage the operational lifecycle of these assets, said Joseph Shalom, Global Head of Strategic Economic Partnership over at BlackRock. So BlackRock and Coinbase are going to continue to progress the platform integration, and they're going to roll out functionality in phases to interested clients. On Coinbase Prime, which is a fully integrated platform built specifically for institutions to support the entire transaction lifecycle, for trade execution of more than 200 assets and custody for more than 300 assets. And this is massive because institutions are going to be able to access Coinbase Prime directly via the user interface or as integrated via APIs to offer crypto-related projects like ETPs, ETFs, custodial solutions, or a brokerage for institutional, private wealth, and retail clients. So they're just getting ready for this. And when BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF gets approved, I'm not really touching the stock market, but if I were, one of the stocks that I would keep on my watch list is Coinbase Global, right? Coinbase got absolutely obliterated by December of 2022, dropping down to $31. Now it's sitting at $99. The all-time high for this stock is $369. So if you are in the stock market, this is definitely not a bad play. It's 271% away from its all-time high. You know, I believe we are in the middle of wave 2 to wave 3 for the Elliott wave theory. And wave 3 is usually the largest wave push. So I could see wave 3 coming upwards of $275 to $365 before we see corrective wave number 4 coming in, leading into Bitcoin's halving. So I would expect Coinbase's stock to move in conjunction with the crypto market. As you guys can see, you know, the market's been rallying since October, the crypto market. Same thing for Coinbase, and we're getting ready to test wave number 1 at about, you know, $112. And so, not financial advice. Don't buy, don't sell anything we talk on our channel. This is purely educational purposes only. But if BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is partnering with Coinbase, how do you think that's going to affect Coin's stock? Super, super bullish. And so I've been making videos every single week talking about what's going on in the market. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. I was just out in Dubai. Ripple's Swell conference was going on out there, and some massive news was taking place that I'm going to share with you guys towards the end of this video. But if you guys want to see our top altcoin picks as well too, make sure you check out the previous video, the top 5 crypto gaming coins, then also artificial intelligence, top 10 AI cryptos you guys can peep to on the list and write those down, mark them up in the Telegram group. Posted Avalanche when it was at $14 right here. It's at $22 right now. And so on the Avalanche ecosystem, on the Solana ecosystem, Metaverse, and play to earn gaming, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, that's going to lead this entire bull run. So some of these projects I'm going to be bringing up on videos like this. So you might see them in the middle of the video. You might see some towards the end of this video. That's why I highly encourage you guys to stay tuned. But listen to this. Listen to what the IMF has to say right here. And you're going to find this eerily similar to, you know, the talks that Ripple employees have been putting out there publicly.
A large and growing number of countries are steaming ahead with development and deployment of central bank digital currencies. And while crypto assets, including stable coins, have had their ups and downs, they're not going away. The international payments system needs to be improved. We need to make it cheaper, quicker, and easier, so that workers can send home remittances and small businesses can increase their exports. But we must also urgently guard against money laundering and other crimes, including fraud and theft from retail investors. And thinking ahead, we need to ensure that substitution out of weaker currencies doesn't leave monetary authorities unable to fight inflation, promote growth, and maintain financial stability. A stable and resilient international monetary system is core to the IMF's mandate, as is helping our members grow. So we are working to help them seize opportunities and manage risks in several ways. We are offering capacity development to countries considering CBDCs and working with partners towards a comprehensive policy framework on crypto assets.
So who could that partner be? Well, it's none other than Ripple, with CEO Brad Garlinghouse sitting on stage with Ross from the IMF's legal counsel.
You want to take one? Go for it. The first one's for you. IMF. Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? I did not put that up there.
Remember, I'm from the legal department. I'm supposed to be very conservative about these things. I don't want to go into great details about
Maybe
the
I
IMF.
should take what the IMF is going to do.
And so it's very clear that the winners and losers have already been chosen, and whether the price has been predetermined by the IMF or not in the thousands of dollars, we'll see. I mean, that's going to take a lot of market cap, but XRP, on the XRP ledger, there's trillions of dollars in all these different markets that would have to flow through a ledger. And if XRP ledger is that ledger, then XRP's price could be anything. So to give a price prediction for XRP in this video, I mean, XRP could could go into the hundreds of dollars. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. But like I've said in previous videos, I'm not holding my breath for it. So, what I see right here is a rounded bottom formation. We also see a handle, so a cup and handle formation for XRP. And if XRP breaks this descending resistance right here on the daily chart, we could see XRP push upwards of 86 cents in the short term. And then we would need to see XRP push all the way upwards of $1.30 to retest this descending resistance on the macro symmetrical triangle as well too. Now, so support to watch for XRP is all the way back down to 55 cents to 0.556. So right here where XRP struggled to break out, but this double bottom trend reversal, if it can hold it as support, that would be a good sign, because I would expect XRP to see a bounce off of this trading to the upside. Now, depending on where the rest of the market is, where Ethereum is, where Bitcoin is, will determine if XRP can, maintain a rally to the upside, or if we will see the price continuously grind down for the rest of this year. If Bitcoin's breaking out and going bullish, if Ethereum's breaking out and going bullish, with what I'm going to talk about towards the end of this video, then I would expect XRP to break out and remain bullish for the rest of the year as well too. So that's why we need to get into other charts for you guys as well. But there's some big news happening for Ethereum, and that's why I'm very, very bullish for the rest of this year, because BlackRock filed the S1 prospectus for its spot Ethereum ETF with the SEC right here. And so this is big news, because you guys saw what happened with Bitcoin's price action when it filed for the spot ETF. People were buying the rumors alone. And with Ethereum hasn't had its break. You see this horizontal resistance right here at roughly $2,150 some odd dollars. Ethereum hasn't broke from this resistance in a long period of time, guys. I mean, you see when Ethereum tested it right here in April, we've been below it for over 200 days. And so when you look at Bitcoin's price chart right here, Bitcoin was within this range right here for about 200 days, over 200 days before it broke out. And now Bitcoin is making a high for the year, whereas Ethereum is still below the high of April of 2023. So we see this ascending triangle right here. You can see this flat support, where this flat resistance on the upside, where it was support back in January of 2022 right here, right? It's acting as resistance April of 2023. It got rejected from it again recently right here, which is a good sign, meaning that when Ethereum breaks this resistance and it holds it as support, I would expect Ethereum to fly all the way to between $3,000 and $3,500, which would be this area right here as resistance, which was the complacency stage during the bear market of April of 2022. Now, comparing to the past, when I talked about Ethereum a long time ago right here, preparing you guys for what was going to happen with Ethereum, I was talking about Ethereum right in this stage right here, and I was saying get ready for a breakout for Ethereum. Once we saw Ethereum break and hold this resistance as support, which is very similar to what we're seeing right now around this range right here. Well, Ethereum could bobble around this for an extended period of time. We could push up with Bitcoin and come back down to retest it. But when Ethereum starts breaking out from this range right here, expect similar price action to what happened back in November of 2020 when Ethereum was breaking to the upside. As you guys can see right here on the RSI, we pushed upwards of 83 on the RSI just recently, and now we're, correcting to the downside. Very similarly, we saw this happen for Ethereum right here, where Ethereum pushed upwards of 90 on the RSI when it first broke out, upwards of $400, and then we saw it push a little bit higher before coming back down, faking everyone out, and then rallying through the resistance. And so as you guys can see, we're seeing a similar chart pattern play out. Just the low that for COVID that took place brought the ascending support right here. It kind of faked everyone out during this phase right here during March, but it was very quick-lived. It was a V-shaped recovery during March of 2020. We went right back within this ascending triangle. So we just see another ascending triangle formation play out. If we see a shakeout event to the downside, so be it. No one can predict that for a black swan event, World War III, something crazy happening with the economy, another lockdown. That's what we've been talking about a lot of the times. You just have to be ready for something like that. That's why it doesn't make sense to bet the family farm, in crypto right now. But I expect something like this to happen for Ethereum. When Ethereum to break, it's going to move fast. It's going to move quick. And it's going to be like what happened with Solana. You guys have to be ready for that. You see the price action with Solana right now, and now you see what happened with Avalanche. We haven't really seen that happen with Ethereum yet. So I wouldn't count Ethereum out. Sure, the market cap for Ethereum is absolutely massive compared to Solana, compared to these other projects. It's number 2 behind Bitcoin at $233 million market cap. But I could see Ethereum rallying upwards of, 300 billion to 350 to even 400 billion relatively quick, catching up to Bitcoin as Bitcoin's dominance drops. And we would see something like this play out leading up to Bitcoin's halving, where Ethereum could rally up to $3,500. Then we see a sell-off going into Bitcoin's halving before we see the major parabolic price action to the upside passing its all-time high. So before, the massive bull run takes place, we have to see Ethereum rally, because all of these, projects are built on Ethereum that are going to see liquidity flow in. So what would a lot of the large whales want to do? Well, they would want to hold Ethereum to trade in and out of altcoins, and people need Ethereum to cover the gas fees as well too. The reason why Solana is rallying right now is because, Solana has less gas fees and it's quote unquote the Ethereum killer, and it's going to be eating a large chunk of Ethereum's market cap. But Ethereum will perform well nonetheless, regardless of whether you guys like it or not. Personally, I do feel there's some stuff behind the scenes with ETHgate, right? With the Vitalik, and, you got the former, head of the SEC, Jay Clayton, on some things behind the scenes there that, we're not going to speak about. For those of you XRP holders, that pissed a lot of people off on why XRP was targeted and not Ethereum, because of certain people potentially being paid off, which I'm not going to confirm or deny. But nonetheless, Ethereum will perform well. Specifically, we've had Bitcoin break out from the resistance, but yet Ethereum hasn't broken out from its resistance. And so when Ethereum breaks out, I would expect a rally upwards of $2,800 relatively fast. So buckle your seatbelts, get ready for something like that. And what would cause that? Well, it would be Tether's dominance dropping. And we've seen Tether, USDT's dominance drop. When Tether's dominance drop, that money is being sold out of stablecoins, out of USDC, out of Tether, out of Paxos, and into the stablecoin market. Now, I brought this up in a previous video, and I want to talk about this again and circle some points on the chart for you guys to look at. One of the main points back here is back in 26th of March, 2019. We saw on the upper portion of the screen, you can see Tether's dominance was about 1.46%, and we saw it drop below the SMA, which was the 20 moving average, and also the 50 SMA as well too, the 50 moving average, and it dropped below it. Its dominance went all the way down to 0.91%. Simultaneously, we saw the price action for Total 2, which is the entire altcoin market, excluding Bitcoin, rally up 151%. So rallied up 151% while Tether's dominance was dropping. The next period where, Tether dropped below, once we saw Tether bounce back up, it stayed roughly above the 20 simple moving average. It peaked out at about 4.86%. Then it dropped down, crossed below 3.5%, dropped below the 20 SMA, then also dropped below the 50 SMA, bottomed out all the way at 1.9%. So we saw Tether go from 4.91%, it dropped 61%, on the chart, down to 1.9%. And what did we see happen? We saw a massive bull run take place. We saw the altcoin market cap go from $161 billion upwards of $675 billion. It rallied over 300%. So all altcoins pulled 3x for the entire market. And so we saw Tether drop below. It's once we saw it drop below the 20 SMA and then the 50 SMA. We saw the same thing happen right here when its dominance dropped from 3% all the way down to 2.3%. We saw the markets, have one final rally from $1 trillion upwards of $1.6 trillion for a final rally for the end of the bull run, another 56% right there. And so we see something happening right now. I mean, even right here, you look at if we just want to base this on the 20 moving average right here, Tether's dominance dropped from 7% down to 6%. We saw the altcoin markets go from 400 billion upwards of 600 billion. See a temporary correction from the 7th of April 2023 at about 650 billion down to 493 billion by September 10th. And then now, because we see Tether dropping below the 20, dropping below the 50, we are just in the start of this drop right here. So how low could Tether's dominance go? Well, it's anyone's guess. when will it bottom out? That's anyone's guess as well too. It could lead up to Blackrock's spot Bitcoin ETF filing getting approved, and that's where the bottom is. And then Ripple announces their IPO as well too. Once Tether's dominance is bottoming, we'll keep you guys filled in on this channel, and then we see it start to reverse, leading upwards of the correction period that would take place after the altcoin market rally is in. So I would expect a resistance before we see a correction in the altcoin total too to be anywhere around $930 billion, potentially $737 billion if it gets cut short. But I would expect something like this to take place, where once we see Tether bottoming out and starting to roll back around again, and then I would expect the altcoin market to start seeing that correction before, we cool off for a little bit and then break out even higher to the upside, leading into past April of 2024. So going into Bitcoin's halving, the markets like to rally. Bitcoin rallies, the altcoin markets rally. Altcoins could outperform Bitcoin. Then going into Bitcoin's halving, we see prices correct, come back down. We see Tether turning around, so people start to take profits early 2024 in light of a potential recession or market crash happening, and that's a self-fulfilling prophecy where we see the altcoin market correct, but it could only come back down to 673 billion. I don't think the altcoins are going to get obliterated even further to the downside unless there's some black swan event. So I would expect the altcoins to push up higher for the rest of this year. We're just getting started on this bull run right here, and we can see this resistance back from January of 2022, which is about $868 billion on the wick, all the way up to the candle body close of 950 billion. So roughly between 860 billion to 950 billion, I will be taking profits on a lot of my altcoins. So get ready for that, guys. And I'll let you know, I'll bring this chart up in a future video, maybe like a few weeks from right now. You guys will see this Tether market cap dominance chart put up on the channel here several times. So we'll keep referencing this, but for your guys' reference, if you don't see a video pop up on the channel, definitely remember this. We're below the 50 moving average, simple moving average. We're also below the 20 as well too. And we're going to go lower, I feel. And then we'll kind of curve around. Tether will come back up in the short term. And then ultimately, when we really start to see the markets rally, Tether will come back down again 6 months after April, towards the end of 2024, 2025. So just get ready for that, because we're losing steam. We're losing steam. We see a lower high, lower high, lower high. We start to see the support, right? The lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. Now a lower low. Now we could roll over, come back up to test it one more time, and then break further back to the downside end of 2024. And that's when we really start to see the markets go crazy, December 2024 leading into 2025. That's what I'm expecting to happen. And we're also going to start to see the ISO 20022 adoption timeline for various payment systems across the globe go live. HSBC just shared this, and you guys can see the dates on these documents right here. You see April of 2024, USD chips, full ISO adoption. 22nd of April, around Bitcoin's halving, HKD, Hong Kong CH8 chats. March 2025, USD Fed, the Federal Reserve, full ISO adoption by March of 2025. Then November of 2025, all PMIs of all major currencies to have adopted ISO 20022 standard for cross-border payments. So by November of 2025, you guys are early right now, but the time is ticking and you have to be ready. While I was out in Dubai going to the Burj Khalifa, I was in this Uber, and as you can see on the side of the freeway, right by the Burj Khalifa, what do you see? Ripple. Crypto means business. And then in native language as well too, which I don't speak. So maybe you guys can translate that. What does this mean? It probably means crypto means business as well too, but that's absolutely massive. We have 603 people like that on the community section. Go check that out. So Ripple is making partnerships, guys. They're approved over in Dubai. And so XRP is approved over in Dubai for massive business to bridge what? To bridge the oil money, trillions of dollars. So we're prepared. I don't care which altcoins move first right now. Solana can move first, Chainlink can move first, Ethereum can move first, Bitcoin can move first. That's exactly how the last bull run went for 800 days before XRP moved. And so I'm emotionally detached from what's happening in the markets right now, but I'm also diversified as well too, for all these other projects to move first, and then for XRP to melt faces at the end during the last 1 to 3 months, So I won't be surprised if XRP pisses everyone off the next couple years, then the last 1 to 3 months makes everyone who have patients happy. November 2023, migration weekend has officially been confirmed and commenced, plus successful completion of all tests and defects. European Central Bank November 2023 deployment schedule has been listed on the community section. You guys can check this out right here, and you can see that Friday, 11/17, so right now around 200, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 p.m. So in about 4 hours from right now, confirmation of commencement of the release procedures, closure of incoming and outgoing communication channels to and from T2S and A2S and U2A channels Saturday, tomorrow at around 11:55 hours. The reopening of U2A communication channels will be announced. So they're just working on all of this stuff right now. And note that all instructions entered during and after the closure of the old systems will be lost. Any instructions entered when the systems are closed must be re-entered directly by participants when the channels are reopened. So what does this mean? Well, JP Morgan Chase said it in one of my previous videos that I covered out in Dubai for you guys. JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the world, put out a public statement telling all of the banks, get ready, this is happening. We will be live day one. And so right now it's happening, guys. All these documents are being released. We've been preparing you for this. We've been getting you ready for this, and we're in the midst of it right now. Now, what will this do on the price chart? Well, we're starting to see the prices just heat up a little bit right now, and this correction period that's taken place for some of these altcoins is great entry points in my opinion. Again, you guys do your own research. Don't buy anything that we're talking about, but in my opinion, it's the last opportunity to accumulate other than some shakeout event before we really start to see the price action go crazy in these markets, because you see someone like Larry Fink getting ready to pump up these markets. And now researchers with the largest US Bitcoin and crypto exchange, Coinbase, have predicted the approval of the long-awaited Bitcoin spot ETF could open the floodgates for $48.3 trillion worth of US wealth management in that industry to sweep into the crypto markets. And in the long run, a spot Bitcoin ETF would add billions of dollars to the total crypto market cap, as well as spark new potential investments for the asset class. And so in terms of trillions of dollars, well, we're still, years out from tens of trillions of dollars flowing through. But by 2025, the end of the bull run, we're expecting at least several trillion of that to flow through the crypto industry. How many trillions? It's anyone's guess. I mean, could it be 5? Could it be 10? Could it be 50 trillion? We'll see. The impact of one or more spot Bitcoin ETF approvals are significant because it's not just Blackrock, as it will open up a massive opportunity for the wealth management community, which handles over a third of all wealth in the United States. Guys, this is going to be big, and I know you might be tired of hearing about, this ETF potential. We just want it to happen already, but January is how long we have to wait. January 15th, I believe, is when the final deadline for the SEC to approve or deny these ETFs. I mean, they could deny them. They could claim that stablecoins are too unstable and they need to fix some stuff up in it too. They could deny them, and then we could have to wait another 6 months, and that could cut the rally short. So we'll see. But moreover, Crypto Insights over the UK shared a 4-hour chart which reveals that XRP has continued to trade below a descending trend line that has persisted since it dropped from 73 cents on November 6th. As you guys can see right here on the chart, we see this descending resistance. Also, we see this descending support as well too for this bull flag. We could trade to the downside, but we need to see a break of this resistance. A break of this resistance could signal that the bulls are going to step in to push this price back to 72 cents, all the way upwards of 80 or even 90 cents in the short term before the end of the year if Bitcoin and Ethereum starts to rally. And also, Crypto Insights emphasize the importance of XRP breaking above the descending trend line, suggesting it could trigger a massive move, right? As participants, the reason why is participants and traders would rush to cover or close their short positions. For traders to cover their short positions, they would need to purchase more XRP, ultimately leading to a surge in buying activity. And this in turn could trigger stop loss orders, propelling XRP on an upward trajectory as these stop losses for a lot of these traders would get hit. They get liquidated, and that would set XRP's price to hit $1.35. In addition, the analysts identified the bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart, noting that XRP had printed a lower high, while the relative strength index on the RSI marked an equal low. And as you guys can see right here, the RSI was at about 36 right here, while the low was equal on the RSI. the low, this massive wick right here, where the bulls pushed it back from 59 cents upwards of 62 cents. And so the bulls are aggressively defending these supports right here. The next support to the downside that's going to have massive amounts of bulls defending it is 55 cents. So if we go all the way down to 55 cents and we can't break this descending resistance right here, I would expect a massive bounce for XRP back up to the 63 cent range right here. So if XRP goes to 55 cents, I personally will be accumulating more. Now, looking at this chart right here, this is the total two. And when we compare this to the past and we were to trace this up on what's happening, we see a break of this descending resistance right here. And the last time that something like this took place for total two, which is the entire altcoin market cap excluding Bitcoin, we saw something like this take place. We saw some volatility at the upper echelon of this resistance, as support, where the price, the market cap sitting at 640 billion could bobble around here for an extended period of time over the next few weeks as we just see some massive volatility, but ultimately we would be leading higher. And the next resistance to look for is 870 some odd billion dollars, which was support during the complacency stage right back here in January of 2022. So that's where the next resistance that we need to look for the price to cool off if we can break to the upside. But that would mean that roughly $200 billion would be flowing into the altcoin market alongside Ethereum. So I think, guys, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but I think that Ethereum will lead that rally. Solana already really had its rally, so I'm not getting into Solana right now. Avalanche is already having its rally right now, so I don't encourage everyone to dive into Avalanche while Avalanche is up, massive percentages right now. Watch Ethereum, and I believe you will be happy. Now, I could be wrong there, but looking at the psychology of a market cycle right now, we're just going through the disbelief phase. A lot of these altcoins are seeing this disbelief correction, getting ready for the hope rally. And the hope rally is the next rally to take place before we see a cool off leading into Bitcoin's halving. And then from hope to optimism is into Bitcoin's halving in 6 months after the halving. Then April, May, June, July, August, September. Between September and December of 2024, we start optimism, belief, and thrill. And then going into 2025, where we really start pushing towards the end of 2025 into euphoria. And so be ready. You guys pretty much have the playbook right now in this video, what dates that I'm looking for, and we'll be covering them every single day on this channel as we back up our truck all the way to the bank, grab the bags, pack them and stack them, leave no bags left behind, because the spending power of the dollar is going to continue to go down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies are going up in interest. That's the truth. And together, you know where we're going. We're going camping on the beaches of the moon. So I'll see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com, where you will discover our top cryptocurrency picks and gems and proven strategies to make money online without any previous trading experience. All you have to do, click the button on the page, put in your best email address. You'll be instantly subscribed to our video newsletter to get immediate access to updates and videos and analysis, technical and fundamental analysis like this, so you guys can see these videos before the algorithm pushes them to you, because by the time a video gets shot, edited, uploaded, and distributed, it might be too late for you to see it. So you want to be first, and you'll get access to our Telegram group for free right now when you go to bullrunners.com. So I will see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. As always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.